Welcome to the United States of Paranormal Podcast. Sit down and buckle up for an enlightening ride through everything cryptid, creepy, and paranormal.
Hello, all my paranormal freaks out there. It is I, Golden Jay, here with you again to bring you the creepy, the cruddy, the duddy, the fucked up. Yeah, that's right. We're here. And of course, she's back in the studio.
Back.
We're happy to have her back. Alicia. We still haven't come up with a name for her yet, but that's okay.
Just Alicia.
It's just Alicia. We tried the whole BS with, that was just Skylar. So, yeah.
Yeah, that was Sky.
Yeah, so it's just Alicia.
Just Alicia.
Yeah. J-A. No, it just doesn't flow. Ja. Ja is in the house. Sound like you should work for Practical Jokers or something. It's Ja.
I was thinking Ja Rule.
Get yourself some gold chains.
Oh, my God.
And be dropping it like it's hot. Yeah, that's right. I went there. So what's going on?
Oh, so much. All the time.
Every bit.
Yeah.
Work, kids, work, school, work.
Kids. Sick.
Yeah, that's right. You've been out sick for weeks now. Mm-hmm. My last episode, the Willows Weep, the rocker chick was here with me because you were out sick. Mm-hmm. And then me and Ashley did an episode of Murd Nerds without you.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to talk about that later, ain't we?
Yeah, we're going to have to talk about that on Murd Nerds.
Oh, I can't wait. You don't even know. Ashley brought the heat at the beginning of that episode.
She did do that. She did do that.
She did email me. She's like, hey, we should have recorded a whole new intro for the beginning of that, too.
Yeah. You guys should have, though, because when I listened to it and we did the normal,
yeah.
Ashley and Alicia, and I was like, why didn't they do Jeremy?
I didn't even think about it at the time, but, it was fun. It was a good episode.
You could have put a blonde wig on and just pretended to be you the whole time.
I could have sat in that seat and just went to town. You were missed. You really were missed. We had a good time.
I missed it.
But it was,
miss you guys. Miss being here. I love recording. So
it's just it's a wonderful place to be.
I know. I sound a little like Marge or Patty and Selma from The Simpsons a little bit sometimes with that gravelly voice. Homie.
Hi, my name's Alicia.
I've been smoking since I came out the womb.
Yeah, I looked at the doctor and said, you got a cigarette and a Bud Light. We're okay.
Yeah, I sound a little... I'm better, though.
That's good.
That's
good.
Bad.
We're happy you're feeling way better. Yeah.
Yeah, there's something freaky going on around there. It's not the COVID, but it's something.
It's that town that you live in.
It
just seems to go around up at there in that town.
Honestly, though, it really does seem to go around. Like, as soon as the kids go to school, it's like we're hit with just every viral infection that could possibly happen. And I have 4 kids, so it's 4 living, breathing Petri dishes just roaming around the house.
You gotta love it.
And then I get it. Roy usually dodges it somehow. I don't know.
He's a dude.
Bastard. I got the kids like sneezing in my mouth.
Oh, that's always wonderful. It's like, Mom,
pretty much, yeah. Plus, I'm a librarian in the children's department, so
yeah. All those books probably get sneezed on quite a bit too.
Oh yeah, like I was telling you, there's like been icky stuff. The books come back pretty gross sometimes.
I don't. You want that? We're paranormal. That's just scary. Disgusting. Normal. Disgust. We're gonna come up with a name for that. Yeah.
Just normal gross.
Do a whole podcast just on that alone, right
for
there.
For real, it's scary. Stuff growing on books sometimes.
Well, we are actually getting into our first episode of Dollotober. Mm-hmm. I hope everybody's enjoying what's come out so far.
I'm not, because I hate dolls.
You hate dolls. I honestly can't wait for your episode. I'm just gonna sit here and just stare at you while you try to tell these stories. I'm actually gonna watch you today because for me, I couldn't necessarily pick just one.
Yeah.
The ones that I found that really interested me, the storylines weren't real long, so I thought, well, why not make it a multiple doll episode?
I dig it.
We are doing multiple dolls today.
I dig it. I have a question for you before we start.
All right.
When you have a daughter, so when your daughter was younger, did you ever get like the willies from like her dolls and stuff? Did she play with dolls?
I never got the willies. There was one I might have been a little attracted to.
Oh my God.
What? Is that wrong? No, actually.
Leave Barbie alone.
Yeah, Barbie's my friend. Ken comes in a different box. No, I never had that with Montana stuff. I mean, her dolls were, just in the suitcase, and every one of them was declothed, and they're fucking little fucking shoes everywhere.
God, yep.
My mother had one of those 4-foot dolls when she was a child, and my grandmother kept it. That one weirded me out a little bit.
Yeah, it's like life size.
Yeah. But some of the biggest stuff that got me is that, and I'll bring this up right now because I will talk about it again later in this episode. We did a Twilight convention years ago.
Yes.
Down in Indianapolis.
Yes, you're a twihard.
I'm not a twihard, but while I was there, I bought a cutout of Kristen Stewart's Bella.
You did not.
I did.
God.
I still have it.
Jeremy.
Although she spent so much time in the studio that she actually ripped in half being moved around. So yeah, she's been split in two. But we would leave her in the studio. I mean, I've got, old Golden Image Radio episodes where people are talking about that cardboard cutout.
That's really
fans
funny.
were like, "Hey, yo, Bella, what's up?" But you would walk into the studio and forget that she was there, and she would just trigger that jump scare.
Ooh.
You look over and you're like, "Oh, Jesus Christ."
Yikes.
Oh, yeah.
I hate it.
Oh, it was pretty gnarly, but it wasn't enough for me to take her down and put her away.
It was more enjoyment for you because you got to watch people get scared.
Yeah, that was that.
See, I had a Teddy Ruxpin. Did Sky or...
No, I don't think we ever had Teddy Ruxpin. I think it was like Judy Jabbermonster or whatever. It was like the knockoff version or something.
I had a Teddy Ruxpin when I was little, and if you're not familiar with it, I believe it was a bear that told you stories, right? There were cassette tapes or tapes that went into him. Yeah. And I feel like, I could be wrong, but I feel like my mom had gotten really annoyed because it kept going off. Mm-hmm. So she took the batteries out of it and it would still go off.
Really?
Yeah. Like she had to get rid of it completely because it wouldn't stop talking with or without batteries.
See, now that's another thing that I've never had, things that just run without batteries.
Yeah. I hate it. It's no. Why is that? Why is that happening?
It just happens to you.
Apparently, it's happened twice in my life. And I'm like, what is going on? Maybe I'm just so electrifying.
It could be. Maybe they're just, the toys just feed off of your energy.
Probably. Because I remember, being scared of my own Barbie dolls and stuff.
Really?
Yes. I never played with baby dolls because they freaked me out. And, of course, both of my daughters really love baby dolls. So... yeah, dolls just...
The ones that always got me were the ones that when you lay them down, their eyes closed, and then you lift them back up and only one eye's open. You just walk over and flick it so the other eye pops open. Yeah.
So funny. Val has a baby doll that cries, tears out of its eyeballs. And it's the hole is so small in its eye that you can't see it.
Really?
Oh, but you have to fill it with water, and it cries.
Oh, next time I'm at the house, I'm gonna fill that with red water.
You're evil.
That would be the best.
I would freak out.
Val, where's that doll that cries? Where's your mom? Oh, let me see that doll. I have this red fluid to put in there. You'd be like, oh, the fucking dolls are bleeding.
I would literally throw it out the window. Just right out the front door.
Well, let me tell you about two of my favorite dolls that are not on our list of things to talk about today.
Okay.
There are two dolls in the town of Woodland, which is just north of where we are.
Ah, yes.
You know the dolls I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
When you drive by the house on 331, you can see the dolls. They're always in the front window. Mm-hmm. They're always waving, and they're always dressed up according to the holiday or whatever. You know, they have little Santa outfits or whatever for Christmas. Mm-hmm. You know, different stuff.
New outfits every day.
Every day, this woman has dressed these dolls up. The rumor, the myth, the legend is that her two daughters were actually, and this is what I heard. You might have heard.
Yeah, I heard something different.
That her two daughters were out playing in the front yard and were killed by a car that had come into the yard or whatever. That's what I'd always heard.
Yeah, I heard it was a bus. They were waiting for the bus and got hit by a bus.
Really?
Yeah.
So
but then there's the real story.
There is, but the story goes on to say that she bought these dolls to take care of like they were her own twin daughters. And that's why they're dressed up, and that's why why you see them every time you go up there, because she still takes care of them like they were her own daughters. However,
yes,
the true story is that she had bought those dolls for her daughter, and her daughter didn't like them. Is that right?
Her daughters, I think.
Daughters did not like them.
Yeah, she had twin daughters, and they didn't like the dolls, so
she just kind of took care of the dolls and does this.
Or it was the daughters did like them, and they played with them a lot, and then when they moved out, she just thought it was fun to dress them in the clothes, and she just kept doing it because people would make remarks about it.
So it's harmless. It
truly is harmless. Totally harmless, but it's creepy as fuck because these dolls are old.
I don't find it creepy.
I can't believe you don't, because it's bizarre.
Every time I go by, I look for them.
You're like, what are they wearing today?
I do. I was like, are the dolls out? And Bobby's like, yeah, they're out. It's like, oh, there they are. Every time I go by, I always wave at them.
That's weird.
I think that if she's gonna go through all that trouble, asking for what? I'm just waving at them.
Asking for the dolls to follow you home.
I wonder if my mom still got that put. I could put that in here. What would you do?
Oh my God, Jeremy, please do not. I will probably pee my pants. I have a weak bladder. I have so many kids.
That might be some good footage for, an extra piece,
For Dollotober.
Dollotober. Here we go. I put this in the studio. You will be back a little bit later this month to record with Team Tejas. So.
Ew, you know what I really hate? The people that have like those kneeling children or like the children that stand in the corner. Those are fucking creepy. Don't have those.
Like the ones that look like they're
playing hide and seek.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, my grandma had one of those too.
They're disgusting. Why would anybody want those? Like, I am not. You do you, man. Like if you want to decorate your house and whatever, but that is weird and bizarre.
It's almost like the cardboard cutouts of the lady bent over in the front yard.
Yeah,
or the wood cutouts, not cardboard. You drive by and she's got like different bloomers on.
Yeah,
like, Jesus.
Yeah, what is that?
I like the one that says sassy. Oh, so yeah, if you're ever in the northern Indiana area and you're heading up 331 and you go into Woodland and you're heading north, it'll be on your right side. Mm-hmm. The house sets back a little bit, but wave at the girls. They're in the window waving at you. You can wave back. Just wave back.
You sound like you're, I don't know. Are you doing their bidding, the doll's bidding?
Maybe I am.
Oh my God, you've been possessed by the twins.
I'm trying to feed them souls.
They're the Grady twins. Like, that's how I envision them. And that's horrible. I'm sure it's harmless, but just dolls, I don't like them. They make me uncomfy.
Well, welcome to Dollotober.
I know.
Shall we get started on our episode, the first doll. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, my first doll is Mandy, the haunted doll. Now, all these are called the haunted doll, so I don't, take it for what it is.
Is that their middle and last
it's
name?
like, the is the middle name. Haunted doll. I know some dolls. Anyway, Mandy was actually donated to the Quesnel and District Museum in Canada in 1991. Okay. Mm-hmm. The donor is still unnamed. Now they do know who the owner is, but they want to leave her unnamed for several reasons. But the big one is she doesn't want any attention from donating this doll. But they say that Mandy is actually during the story that I read was 91 years old. Obviously, she's probably a little bit older now because I think the article is a couple years old. But she 91 years old, and the donator, it was like a family heirloom that kind of got passed down, but she couldn't take to having this doll in the house anymore because it kept waking her up in the middle of the night with the sound of a baby crying.
Oh no!
And she tried to kind of shrug it off, but when you keep continually getting woke up by this sound.
How does she know it's the doll? That's what I want to know.
Well, I imagine she went in the other room and it was making the noise.
Well, like you see like these haunted artifacts and stuff, and like when you draw attention to them, they stop. So it's like she would hear it through the house, and then
she would hear it through the house.
Blah.
Plus, she was also hearing some sounds coming from her basement.
What?
Yeah. You tell me, but
she conspiring with other toys?
Maybe
the rocking horse. There's a galloping
wooden hobby horse downstairs. But after she donated it, the cries in the house did stop. Yeah.
No.
So when Mandy was donated, it is procedure for the museum to take it down to the lab and have it, checked out, make sure that everything's,
There's no like speakers in it.
Well, yeah, well, then there's that too. But the big thing is they put Mandy in a plastic bag because what happens is then it'll draw out the bugs and stuff.
Oh,
so
okay.
In case there's any bugs in the doll itself, it'll draw them out, and then they can do that. But while they had Mandy in the bag set off to the side, they went about working and doing other stuff that they were working on. They could hear the bag rustling.
Quit it.
Yeah. So they went over and looked, and obviously Mandy has changed positions in the bag. But the big thing was they thought maybe that there were some bugs in her.
Yeah.
And that's what was rustling the bag. The bag was completely empty. No bugs whatsoever. Yeah. Just rustling around in there. Where's some of the plastic stuff? I could have been making that noise.
Got you.
You got me? Yeah, could be making that noise. So you're sitting there, you're a lab tech, you're working, and you start hearing that.
I'd quit. I'd immediately quit. I'd walk out and say, fuck this. No, thank you.
I'm done. I'm out. But, hey, it is what it is.
That's why I hate Toy Story. The movie Toy Story, hate it.
You hate
it's
Toy
so
Story?
fucking creepy.
That's not right. That's a great movie.
Yeah, talking toys. Hate it.
So after Mandy was through the lab, they put her on display, and they say that things start happening around the museum. Now check this out. This is what reminds me of the library. Because they said that lunches started being stolen. And that's thinking that in the library. Because didn't you have like lunches or something being stolen one time? So lunches started being stolen, but only to be found later in like drawers.
They weren't even being eaten.
I know.
They were just
Mandy
being
wasn't
moved around.
even eating them. A little
She's
turd.
pulling pranks on people. Just being naughty.
Pins, pictures, books, and display items would also go missing, but would never be found.
What is she doing with them?
I don't know.
Is there a drop ceiling? She's just been putting them up in the drop ceiling.
Oh, that would be the place to put them, wouldn't it? I didn't think about that. When the public would come in to the museum, a lot of the people would actually ask about the broken baby doll with the sinister smile.
Bleh.
Yeah.
No.
People claim that her eyes would follow them as they walked around the museum or around her area. And
I keep getting chills because I hate it.
I'm pretty sure that she was a porcelain doll too, so there was no movable eyes.
Yeah.
She also was found like moving from display case to display case.
Oh, she's visiting the
She's
other
visiting
dolls.
Other dolls, yeah.
Fucking weirdo.
I know. The cool thing was though that I read this, but I went back to when I was writing this to find it to double check. So she's in a display case, and she has a little sheep that sits with her.
Okay.
So in the mornings they would come in, and that sheep would be outside of the display case.
Stop it.
Yeah.
So she's just being negligent, losing her shit.
Losing her shit, just leaving it laying around.
It's hard to get a job, pay taxes, pay rent. You gonna move around? You gonna leave
All
shit
I
around?
know is she better be, replacing some of those lunches because that shit's spoiled in the drawer. Good. I had a perfectly good peanut butter and jelly sandwich I couldn't eat. It was a little moldy because I found it in the damn drawer. So yeah, that's the quick tale of Mandy the Haunted Doll.
Yeah. I don't like it.
Let's move on.
Okay.
Shall we? That was Canada, by the way. I know it's not the United States, but I couldn't help it.
That's basically the United States brother. So, right?
Or sister, depending on how you want to look
yeah.
at it. All right. Well, also I ran across Charley the Haunted Doll.
Yeah, it's so weird they all
They did. Everyone I looked up was like the haunted doll. Okay. So this is Charley. We'll just call it Charley. Charley was actually discovered in 1968 in an attic in upstate New York.
All right.
Okay. It was an old Victorian house, if I remember correctly.
Oh, this just sounds like a horror movie.
Yeah, pretty much. He was hidden in a trunk with a bunch of old newspapers from the 30s. So he's been up there for a while.
And
'Cause
he's
this
reading
was almost
newspaper.
well, he's probably bored with reading that same stuff he's read. It's like, oh, I read this article. The queen became the queen. Sorry, that's a bad. All rest in peace to the queen. But it was a bunch of old newspapers from the 30s. The only other thing that they found in this trunk, besides Charley in the newspapers, was a copy of the Lord's Prayer.
That's fucking weird. So he's Christian.
I would imagine that the people that shoved his ass in that trunk thought, we better put something in here to hold him in this trunk.
I wonder if it was locked.
You know, it didn't say.
Because it'd be real interesting if it was locked.
Yeah. So the owners actually had a doll collection. So when they found the trunk in the attic and they found Charley, they thought, sweet, we're going to put him in our collection. So they put him on the benches in their doll collection. But they noticed that he started moving positions on the bench. And of course, the mom and dad blamed the kids for, messing around with him. But they said, the kids had nothing to do with it because the kids claimed that they were scared of him and wouldn't even get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom because they were afraid they'd run into him.
Oh, yeah. I'd piss my bed. I'd say, fuck that. Nope.
Alicia's got like a bedpan.
Yep. I would. Oh, I heard this story about a guy. I can't remember who it was or what it was from, but it was a story about somebody who had a nightstand next to their bed and they had a drawer and they just kept peeing in the drawer. It was their pee drawer. I don't know if that was like a movie or if somebody told me that. But
why would you do that?
Because they didn't want to get up because they were lazy. And all I keep thinking is, that's it. Time for a pee drawer.
Time for a pee drawer. God, wouldn't you like get a Gatorade bottle or something you could at least take out of the room?
Kids don't make sense.
Oh, it was a kid.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, kids don't make
See,
sense.
I thought this was like a frat boy who was just lazy and...
No, it was a child. They do stupid shit all the time. But for real, that's time for a pee drawer. So you don't interrupt Charley.
Well, their 4-year-old came to them, the parents. The 4-year-old came to the parents, was covered in scratches and claimed that Charley did it. Which prompted the family to actually put Charley back in the trunk, back in the attic.
They kept it in their home.
Well, yeah, but they knew it was because he'd been up there a while before they'd found him, so they knew that if they put him back in the trunk with the newspapers and the Lord's Prayer, that it would be fine.
I don't think so, because if he's scratching your 4-year-old, who's to say he's not going to... He's capable of anything.
Well, obviously, he was capable of anything if he's just wandering the house at night.
Yeah, and they're just
in the dark.
I'm not going to be able to fucking sleep tonight.
Accidentally kick him. You know what's going to happen is you're going to get up in the middle of the night tonight to pee, and you're going to kick one of the kids' toys.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That's going to be the end of it.
No, one of my kids would probably, be in the hallway or come upstairs, and I'll think it's a doll, and I'll drop kick them.
Oh.
Because my kids are 4 and 2. They're tiny. They're, doll-sized.
Oh, Cora, please, no.
Cora would probably kick my ass.
Yeah,
Who were kidding?
So they sold the home, but they sold it with the trunk still in the attic.
Jesus, that's just mean.
Well, the new owners found it, and they claimed they had the same issues as the previous owners.
They busted him out too?
They did. They busted him out, put him on the shelves, and oh, look, cute doll. Not.
Is he cute? What's he look like?
No. I have a picture of him I'll show you after a bit.
Okay, yeah.
I'll show you all of them. Yeah.
I hate this. Logan pisses me off.
So now the owners, the new owners had the problem, but they end up actually selling him, and he sets in a local artesian art shop in Beverly, Massachusetts.
Huh.
And he is not for sale.
And
he is a part of that art shop, and they are proud to have him. That art shop's at 34 Cabot Street.
Wow.
In Beverly, Massachusetts, in case you want to go see him.
Yeah. Has anybody been there? Let us know, because I want to know. Did you get the willies from Charley?
So there you go. That's the story of Charley and where he resides today.
Did they have any stories that he was causing chaos there?
Not in the art shop, no.
Huh. I guess he's happy.
He found his home. He's, gets to see new people every day, and he's unlike Mandy. He doesn't just, wreak havoc.
Crazy.
I love this. You don't even know. She's like squirming over there, and she's just shaking her head at me. And
I just hate it.
Well, let me tell you about Ruby.
Ruby's a good doll that plants flowers and bakes cakes for the people that she lives with.
She's a regular fucking Johnny Appleseed. Yeah, that's exactly. Ruby is actually part of the Traveling Museum of the Paranormal and Occult.
Oh, that's cool as shit.
Yeah. Would you like to see? You'd like to see that, wouldn't you?
I would avoid Ruby, but I'd go see everything else.
You can't avoid Ruby if you go there. I mean, that'd be the whole point of going, because you know she's there. There'd be other things too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We had to look into that a little bit more. The Traveling Museum of the Paranormal and Occult.
We should see if they're around us.
Ruby's got a sad story, though.
Oh.
Okay, so Ruby is actually, is allegedly haunted by the child who died while holding Ruby in her arms.
No.
Yeah. Now, I didn't get into specifics of how the little girl died or whatever, but they say that she basically possessed the doll, and that's how that worked out. She is a family heirloom now, but she was hidden away in a cardboard box in a dusty attic.
Yeah, that's where I put my family heirlooms.
The family actually claims that she would move around the house, emit eerie, earthly sounds, and often when you would come into her proximity, you would start to feel like headaches, allergies, exhaustion, and even nausea.
Why? Maybe she's just got a little bit of black mold in her.
Oh, there you go.
She's a little moldy. That's why I feel that way.
Dirty, dusty attic for years.
In a cardboard box. Damn, at least put her in some.
I know. At least
a plastic bag.
Charlie had a nice trunk with some newspaper to keep him comfortable. She was just shoved in a cardboard box.
Yeah, she's probably full of, allergens and dust mites and.
I know. But there's a flip side to this.
Okay.
So that's what they say. If you come into that proximity, a lot of people have noted getting ill and nauseous. But other visitors who come to the museum are drawn to her. They want to hold her and rock her back and forth. And these people never actually become ill. They are just overwhelmed with maternal feelings.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
But it does make sense.
She just wants a mom.
Yeah. She just crossed over. She could probably be with her mom.
Oh. Somebody kept her in this fucking doll. Gross.
It's gross. Now, you're a mom. You don't think that you'd have do you think that you'd be affected that way? Would you have maternal feelings if you saw her? Do you think you just want to hold her?
I don't think so. I love my kids, but
you don't think you'd be overwhelmed with that feeling of
or it'd be like
motherly...
I would be wanting to rock her and just be like the whole time.
No, you wouldn't do that. I mean, if you got that feeling, you would think that would overtake the scariness of your doll.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? Mm-mm. Not at all?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
I really don't like dolls.
Not at all?
Not at all. No.
So when your daughters bring their dolls...
I say, I'm not babysitting your kids. These are your kids. Grandma's not for hire.
You don't hold them for them, or...
They try to. They have these two. Okay, side story. My Nana is notorious for buying stuff off of Facebook ads.
Oh, no. Mm-hmm. No.
Yeah, like I had two Christmases ago, when the Grogu's, the Baby Yoda, automated, robot versions were really popular.
Yeah.
She thought she got this killer deal on them and got all the kids one because they were like the hot item.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. They weren't the actual Grogu's, or?
It looked like, have you seen Johnny Depp's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
Yeah. It's been a while, but.
You know the guy that plays, that one guy who plays the Oompa Loompas?
Yeah.
They all
look like Oompa Loompa.
The Yoda looked like that actor.
Really?
Yeah, and I made a TikTok of it, and it went viral because she bought that Baby Yoda and then bought another one, like the real one, because she felt bad. But she bought my girls these baby dolls that is supposed to look like them, and I don't know what she thinks my kids look like, but these dolls are terrifying.
See, I've never actually seen a doll that they say that, get a doll that looks like yourself. Get an action figure. I've never seen it actually look like what it's supposed to look like.
Well, and my Nana she used to collect porcelain dolls, and she used to get one that looked like, that was named after each of her kids and each of her grandkids. So I have a doll because she gave it to me. I don't know. It's at my mom's house because I won't bring it to my house. I love my Nana, but I'm not bringing home Alicia. But yeah, she brought my girls.
No. We need to stop on that topic right there. We need to talk about that for a second. Is that your go-to when you die? Is that where you're going to go? You're going to go to that doll?
Shit, that's why Nana bought us all these dolls.
She's going to suck your soul into them.
She put a spell on them. And literally, she has one named Nathan. She has one named Andrea, Sarah, me, Alexis. I don't know if she got the other ones, because the other one's Cadence. That's my cousin. I don't think she could find a Cadence doll. But yeah, she had dolls that were all... I don't know where the other ones are, but... She gave me Alicia, and I was like, ugh. But she bought my girls these dolls, and it's supposed to look like them. One has red hair, because my daughter has red hair, like Chucky,
Uh-huh.
And then
Oh, yeah.
Cora, her doll is like light brown hair. And these dolls are scary. Like, they're horrible. And the girls just, like, they love these dolls. I've tried to get rid of them. They will not let me get rid of them.
Can't get rid of them.
So they try to hand them to me and have me babysit while they go to work. And I said, love you. No. And I just put it like,
Grandma not babysitting.
I'm not babysitting today, girls.
What if they paid you?
And boogers. Fruit snacks they found on the couch.
Yeah, well, hey, a Cheeto is still a Cheeto. Well, it's funny that you bring up Chucky, because I'm going to bring up this next doll, and it flashes back to the Twilight story I told you earlier. This is the Renesmee, what is it, automatronic doll that they actually made for the Breaking Dawn Part 2, but they needed something that was supposed to be able to kind of grow, because she was supposed to be so, she was supposed to age quickly.
Yeah.
So they built this thing, and they were thinking that that this would be the way to do it. It was so creepy looking that they had to. They used the word scrap, but the doll never got scrapped. But they scrapped her from the movie. They took her out.
She's horrifying looking.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's terrible looking. She is probably the most famous character, even though she was never in the movie, because she is actually in Forks, Washington,
In the museum or whatever.
It's called. She lives in Forks as part of the Forever Twilight collection.
Wow. And she's like melting, isn't she? Are you gonna get to it?
I
Sorry.
got. Yeah. What are you at? Come on, Ashley. What are you doing over here? The director, Bill Coden, yelled. This is funny as shit, because he was horrified by this doll. He said that she was it was a horror show watching this doll work. But he claims that he yelled cut, and the doll spun and looked at the camera and stared at the camera.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But yes, you are correct. She is actively melting. So this doll is not going to be around up there forever. So if you want to go see her, you need to go soon, because she's going to melt away. I don't know what they made her out of or whatever, but they say that she's starting to become tacky to the touch. She's melting.
Thank Jesus, because she's gnarly looking.
There wasn't a ton on her. They said that she had a tendency of being in different positions every day when they walk in. When they open up, they'd look, and she was, she'd be stand up straight one time, and the next time she'd be crouched over. But the interesting thing is they say that her socks are dirty. Like, she's been walking around inside of the collection area or whatever.
Oh no.
The museum.
No.
Yes. Dirty socks are a dead giveaway that your doll is running around your house.
Shit. I'm gonna have to throw all the socks away that go to my girls' dolls.
Oh, that's what you're going to be looking at later.
I'll never not think about that now. Fuck.
You are welcome. Anything else I can do?
This is awful.
Well, okay, so that's my 4 dolls that I wanted to bring for my story for Dollotober. We had Mandy the doll. We have Charley the doll, Ruby the haunted doll, and Renesmee from the Twilight collection, who's melting. She's melting.
Who's your favorite doll?
My favorite doll? I don't know. What Spice Girl was that was a doll?
Baby Spice.
Baby Spice. Yeah, that's my favorite baby. I don't have a favorite doll. The funny thing is that, you talked about Chucky, and they have dubbed Renesmee as Chucky May. The actual stand that she's on in the Twilight actually says that on the bottom.
Does it really?
Yeah.
That's super funny.
Yeah. I got pictures I'll show you.
She's crazy looking. Like, she
No,
looked
she's
crazy
horrifying.
before, but now as she's, like, decaying,
Yeah.
she looks even worse. Her face is just, like, melting.
Man.
Imagine how much money they wasted on her.
Well, and the other thing for me is they talked about, she moved in the case or whatever. She's an animatronic doll. I mean, who's to
She's got
say
joints and stuff.
Who's to say that, that those things don't move on their own? I mean, you talked about it earlier with even without batteries, Teddy Ruxpin would continue to speak, but
Yeah.
it's just I didn't find her extremely scary as far as that goes. I just thought it was an interesting concept of it, but they claim she's haunted, and running around the museum.
Wild.
I suppose you grab your own controllers. You could do that, couldn't you?
Why aren't people setting, like, cameras, 24/7 cameras on these things?
No, that would be the logical thing to do, wouldn't you think?
Takes away from the
myth
spookiness.
of the story. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I would think that would be my first thing I would do is I just set up. I mean, hell, you can get one on Amazon for $30.
Mm-hmm. Motion censored.
Yep. Insane.
Wacky.
So there you go. Those are my dolls. So
You did great.
do you have a favorite doll? Just thought I'd ask.
No. I hate all dolls.
You hate all dolls, even the ones in Woodland.
Even the ones in Woodland.
Promise me you'll wave at them next time you go by.
I will not.
Please.
I'm going to give them the middle finger as I drive by.
Oh, that's just mean.
I hate dolls.
What did they do to you?
Those ones are even scarier. Maybe I'll just pretend like they're not there because they might escape. And first place they're going is like, that bitch Alicia. She flipped us off.
I'm going to stop in and I'm going to tell them where you live. And maybe they'll come visit you. Maybe the mom will bring them down and they can sit in your window and wave at people when they go by.
That sounds like an awful idea.
I don't know. Guys, what do you think of that idea? Would that be great? If you want me to do that, just email us at the United States of Paranormal @gmail.com. If you want me to go and get these to bring to Alicia's house to wave at all those kids that walk by your house on their way to school. I mean, think about that. They could all get the pleasure of seeing those dolls waving at them every day.
I would love to terrify every child that goes by my house. Maybe it'll scare them enough to stop leaving their fucking homework assignments in my yard.
They do that?
All the time.
Oh, what a bunch of ding-dongs.
I've gotten report cards. I've gotten homework. Their lunches. They'll throw their trash from their lunches in my yard. Yeah.
So you need the dolls.
I need the dolls, apparently, to scare them away. I need Renesmee to go run after them. There we go. Get off my yard.
But seriously, let us know what you think and if you have a favorite doll. Obviously, this is one of the early episodes of Dollotober, so there will be more coming. And the group is covering your favorite dolls. I'll guarantee it.
Yeah,
but
one whole month of awful.
Oh, I can't wait for yours. Can't wait for yours.
Mine's not the same as everybody else's.
It's true. And there's a lot more going on with that particular episode.
Yeah.
So stay tuned, all of our paranormal friends out there. All right. Well, yeah, shoot us an email. Let us know what you think. The United States of Paranormal @gmail.com. And don't forget, there is a giant umbrella called the Golden Mojo Entertainment, where we have several other podcasts that go on all week long. Like, let's start with Monday. What's on Monday?
Monday is the Call Guys.
It is the Call Guys. Colton and Gunnar give you everything pop culture, and sometimes they just like to talk about themselves. And it is very interesting.
It is.
It's a lot of fun to listen to those guys. On Tuesday, Indiana Chiefs fans, where me, Chico, and the Chief talk about our favorite team, the Kansas City Chiefs. We're getting ready to start the season. Well, by the time this airs, the season will be well in play. But yeah, we're excited to see where our favorite team is going to head. And, we are season ticket holders, so we will be out there quite a bit this season.
Are you guys going to record while you're out there?
I have no idea what we're doing yet.
That'd be cool.
We probably will.
We should interview some other fans.
that is the plan. We wanted to go down and do some interviews in the stadium parking lot.
Awesome.
And,
I love
kind
that.
of get some of that going on. So that should be pretty cool. Why we're down there tailgating, throwing down some smash burgers. Boom. Yeah, that's right. Wednesday, of course, the United States Paranormal. On Thursday, it is Golden Image Podcast, where we go do things so you'll want to go do things. That's right. We go all over the place. We breweries to museums to zoos to shit. One time we went to Dallas just for fun. But most everything is in northern Indiana so that we can do things and let you know if it's something you might want to go do. Give you an idea when you get there. And, of course, on Friday, it is all about true crime all over the world. It is Murd Nerds. Now, you can find everybody on Facebook. Just type in what you're looking for.
Yep. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We're all over the place.
We are.
And you guys should go rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Tell us what you think.
Yes.
I don't know. Good,
Yes.
Bad, ugly. We don't care.
We want to know. We want to know. Now, remember, we don't always get back to you, but we do appreciate any reviews or any messages you send. Emails are a lot better for us to get back to.
Yeah. And we have some killer merch out right now for
my God.
Dollotober.
So good.
For real.
It is so good.
Our graphic designer, Esteban, is just
killed
incredible. And he just knocked it out of the park.
He did.
For Dollotober. So
They look amazing. So go get yourself one ordered. My order's on the way.
love it.
Yeah. I'm excited. All right. Alicia, you got anything else you want to add?
Nope. I'm good to go.
All right. Thank you guys for checking us out today. And we'll see you on the other side. To support other Golden Mojo Entertainment productions, check out Golden Image Podcast, The Call Guys, and Murd Nerds wherever you enjoy listening to podcasts. To see photos and find new episodes of the United States of Paranormal, follow us on our social media. Twitter at TUSOPPOD, or Instagram at the United States of Paranormal, and Facebook, the United States of Paranormal. If you have a place that you'd like us to look into, or would like to share your spooky story that we can read on the air, please email us at theunitedstatesofparanormal@gmail.com.